Just let me know, is it visible to you?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Okay, thank you. Ayush, you want to say something?
No, ma'am. Sorry.
Okay, no problem. So let us start. In the previous class, we have seen that how Cartesian coordinates will be converted in terms of the polar coordinates by choosing the transformation x as r cos theta and y as r sin theta. And after that, we have seen certain curves that if particular equation in terms of r and theta we are given, at that time how those curves will have the structure. That is what we have seen. Also, how when you are given any equation in terms of r and theta, then when that equation will turns out to be a circle, that also we have seen, in which we have seen that whenever you consider r is equal to 2 sine theta or any constant quantity with the sine theta, then it will always give you the circle symmetric about y-axis, whereas the cosine function means cosine n theta with the constant n quantity you are given cos theta, n is 1 here. In that case, it will be the circle symmetric about x-axis. That part I have given you as a homework, right? I hope that all of you have done it. After that, these structures we have seen that cardioid, when positive sign, how will be the structure, when negative sign, then right. So this is in terms of cosine function. So positive in that case will have cardioid in this direction, and when negative sign occurs, it will be reverse in that direction. Similarly, when sine function is there in this equation, then it will be symmetric about y-axis, and this one will be the direction, and here this is the direction, right? That is what we have seen. These are the examples of cardioid. Then n leaves curves also we have seen. These are some useful formula which we are going to use, that we have seen, and after that we have seen the reduction formulas, right? Whenever you are given integrand as sine to the power something, cos to the power something, it is given by this formula. And when combination of sine and cosine function you are given, then the corresponding formula is this one. Here your n and m and n has to be greater than or equal to 2. Then only you can use these formulas, right? After that, we have considered one example, this one, right? So let us discuss some more example based on this terminology. So I will write here the example first. Which example we are going to consider is example evaluate. We are asked to find out the double integration answer, where integrand you are given is r cube dr d theta, where r is the region, right? Or you can write over the area included between r is equal to 2 sine theta and r is equal to 4 sine theta. So first of all, to evaluate this integral, what is the procedure? So first we have to construct the curves. We have to identify what is the region we are given. After that, you have to choose the corresponding limits of r and theta. And after that, by substituting all these values in this double integration, we are able to solve this example, right? So let us first draw the curve. So as I have already told you that r is equal to 2 sine theta, what it will be?
Circle of radius 2
Yes.
and
So
passing
radius 2
from
or 1?
origin.
Radius 2,
One, ma'am. One.
1. And what will be the center of the circle?
0, 1.
Zero.
0, 1.
comma 1. This is the circle. Suppose I take this scale as 1, this is 2, 3 and 4, right? So this one will be 0 comma 1. So radius 1, r is equal to 2 sine theta. If you consider, then it will give you the circle centered at 0 comma 1 with radius 1. So this is what the circle you will have, right? Please assume that this is a circle. Let me redraw it. Okay, better than the previous one. So 0 comma 1 will be the center of the circle having radius 1, right? What is r is equal to 4 sine theta?
Center is 0, 2, 0, comma.
Yes, center will be this one, that is 0 comma 2 and radius 2, right? Those who are not getting it, let me show you. I have already considered this one, that how we are going to get. See, by r is equal to 2 sine theta, so substituting r is equal to square root of x square plus y square and theta value, which is y upon r from this one. So by simplifying it, you will get this equation, and this is the equation of the circle centered at 0 comma 1. Similarly, when you consider 4 sine theta, it will centered at 0 comma 2 with radius 2, right? So let us see to it. So here this is the scale 4. So this is the second circle we'll have, which is r is equal to 4 sine theta, right? So this is r is equal to 4 sine theta, and this one is r is equal to 2 sine theta. So we are asked to find out the integration answer over the area included between these two. Means the given region, if you consider, then it is this one, this shaded portion, right? So we have to find out the area over this region between two circles. So first of all, we have to determine the limits. To determine the limits, what we will do, we will consider a strip in this region. Suppose it is this one, right? Suppose it is this one. So now allow this strip to move in this region. So suppose I will start from this point, then this strip will move from this to this one. Then what will be the corresponding angle, change of angle?
0 to pi.
0 to pi, right? So theta, you have determined that it will change from angle 0 to pi. Now let us consider now r value. So यहाँ से अगर हम move कर रहे हैं यहाँ तक, तो यहाँ से वो ये बॉर्डर से ये आउटर बॉर्डर तक जाएगा. यहाँ अगर स्ट्रिप आपकी पहुंचेगी तो इट विल मूव फ्रॉम इनर सर्कल टू आउटर सर्कल, एंड सिमिलरली फ्रॉम दिस यहाँ पर अगर लेते हैं, then inner circle to outer circle. So what will be the limits of r?
2 sine theta
2 sine theta to 4 sine.
Yes, 2 sine theta to 4 sine theta. So if you remember, as suppose y coordinate की constant limits आपको मिलती थी, for example 0 and 1. तो x की लिमिट आपको in terms of other variable मिलती थी, for example 1 minus y square to positive square root of 1 minus y square, like that. So similarly here theta value we are getting 0 to pi constant quantity, and r is a function of theta. Therefore the inner integral will be depending on theta. So r will be inner integral as it is given in the example, and theta will be the outer integral, right? So we can write here as shown in the figure. The region R is bounded between two circles. R is equal to 2 sine theta and R is equal to 4 sine theta. For this, theta is equal to 0 to pi and R is equal to 2 sine theta to 4 sine theta. You can write here limits of r and theta is as follows. Right? For this, limits of r and theta are as follows. So theta is equal to this one and r is equal to this one. So let us substitute these values. So I will write integration over r of r cube dr d theta is equal to integration theta limit, that is 0 to pi, r limit which is from 2 sine theta to 4 sine theta, r cube dr d theta. So here that is equal to 0 to pi. Integration of r cube is r raised to 4 upon 4, varying from 2 sine theta to 4 sine theta d theta. So let us substitute this value. 1 upon 4 I will take outside of the integration. Then it will be 4 raised to 4 sine 4 theta minus 2 raised to 4 sine raised to 4 theta, and entire integrand will be integrated with respect to theta. So now you can see that 1 upon 4, 4 raised to 4 is
256.
256.
Yes, 256, and 2 raised to 4 is
16.
16. So that sine raised to 4 theta we have taken common. So this is now 256 minus 16. So it will be 240
240.
divided by 4, 0 to pi sine raised to 4 theta d theta. So this will be 60, and now you can see that either you can convert sine raised to 4 theta in terms of the trigonometric formula you can use, and you can arrive at the simple argument with the sine theta power 1, or you can apply the formula of the integration I have described you. That means it is these formulas I have already told you. So see here, if we consider 2a is equal to pi over here, in this case 2a is equal to pi, suppose, in that case a will be pi by 2, and whenever we are given 0 to pi by 2 integration, you can easily find out the answer from the reduction formula. So here if we substitute 2a minus x, means in this case we are given sine function, so sine of 2a, that is pi, minus x, what it will be?
Sin x.
Sine x. Sine pi minus x means it is a second quadrant. Second quadrant sine is positive, so it is sine x only. So f of 2a minus x is same as f of x, right? हमें क्या evaluate करना है? We want to evaluate sin raised to 4. तो अभी function हमारा क्या हो गया? Function is sin x now, in which 2a, that is the integral limit which is from 0 to pi. So 2a is pi. 2a is pi, so a is pi by 2. So integration will be now 2 times 0 to pi by 2 sine f of x. So sine raised to 4 dx, if this condition is satisfied. So f of 2a minus x means it is sine, actually sine raised to 4, so this will remain same because it is 4 times multiply. So sine of pi minus x is same as sine x because sine is positive in the second quadrant. So this condition is satisfied, therefore we can say the integral 0 to pi sine raised to 4 dx is same as 2 times 0 to pi by 2 sine raised to 4 theta d theta. Is this point clear to everyone? Please raise your hand. This is the important one, to use the reduction formula. Very good. If anyone has any doubt regarding this one, they can ask me. So I will write here. So I can write this as 60 into 2 times 0 to pi by 2 sine raised to 4 theta d theta. If you want to write down the reason, you can write this is same as 2 times 0 to a f of x dx if f of 2a minus x is same as f of x. So this is what the formula we are using. So now this is 120. And now let us use the reduction formula. Reduction formula use करने के लिए we must have the upper and lower limit as pi by 2 and 0 respectively. And now n is 4. N is 4, then reduction formula, let me recall it also. So it is, if n is the power, the numerator will start from n minus 1 and it will go up to 2 or 1. And denominator, it will start from n to 2 or 1 it will end, and if this k is even you have to put pi by 2, otherwise 1, right? So here n is 4, so I have to start numerator with 3, then I have to consider the difference 2, so 3 into 1 upon denominator start with n, so which is 4 over here, then I have to consider the difference of 2, so it will be 2 into k. K is pi by 2 over here because n is 4 and it is even, so this is pi by 2. So now you can simplify this and you will get its answer as 45 pi by 2, right? स्टार्टिंग में आपको थोड़ा रिडक्शन फॉर्मूला यूज करने में डिफिकल्ट होगा, लेकिन जैसे ही आप हैबिचुएटेड हो जाते हो इससे, दिस विल बिकम वेरी इजी टू अप्लाई, राइट? So how to find out the limits as well as how to consider the reduction formula into the steps, all these points are clear from this example? Let me know, please raise your hand. Okay, very good, very good, fine. So let us do one more example based on this one. I am going to give it to you, right, that you have to solve it. If you are not getting, I will solve it for you. Yes, you can try 20. Evaluate the integral 0 to pi by 2, r varying from 0 to 1 minus sine theta, r square cos theta dr d theta. Order is also given, limits are also given. I am giving you 5 minutes, quickly solve it and let me know the answer. Anyone got the answer?
1 by 12.
1 upon 12, correct one. How many of you got it? 6 people have already raised their hand. I don't know about that status, but let me see how many of you got it. Except the 6, there are 8, means 9. Okay, so 3 students got it. Other students, you find a difficulty in solving the integration? If yes, then let me tell you. Suppose derivative of the function you are given and another one with that multiplication is power n you are given. At that time, the integration is given by n plus 1th power. I cannot write like this because it will represent the derivative, right? So it will be f of x to the power n plus 1 upon n plus 1. This formula will be useful if you solve this integration. So here, let me solve it. Should I wait or? Let me solve it. So here, since we are going to consider first integration with respect to r, so theta is taken outside of the integration and it will be r square dr d theta, right? So this is what the inner integral, whose integration is nothing but r cube. So integration 0 to pi by 2 cos theta r cube upon 3, which is varying from 0 to 1 minus sin theta d theta. So that is equal to 1 by 3 can be taken outside, 0 to pi by 2 cos theta r cube, which is 1 minus sin theta whole cube minus 0 cube. So it will be 1 minus sin theta whole cube d theta. So we will expand this using the formula a minus b cube, right? So it will be 1 up. Let me start with this direction. So 1 by 3 cos theta into the expansion of this one will be 1 minus sin cube theta. Then when I consider 3a square b, so it will be negative sine, so 3 sin theta, and when I consider 3ab square, so this one will be the positive one, so 3 sin square theta. So this is what the expansion will have. I forgot to write the integration. So this is what we have. So let us simplify this. So 1 upon 3, 0 to pi by 2. First quantity is cos theta minus this one will be sin cube theta into cos theta minus 3 sin theta into cos theta plus 3 sin square theta into cos theta d theta. We want to solve these integration, right? So now if you see, first of all, sine function has a derivative cos theta, right? So this can be considered directly from the integration formula, that cosine function integration in sine theta. But for these three, you can consider the either trigonometric formula or the formula I have described it over here, right? Suppose I say this is star. So from star, we can say that this integration will be sine raised to 4 theta upon 4. This one will be 3 sine square theta by 2, and this one will be 3 sine cube theta by 3, right? So applying that formula, we'll have the answer. So I will write it over here. This cosine function integration is sine theta. So it is sine theta varying from 0 to pi by 2. This one will be sine raised to 4 theta upon 4, 0 to pi by 2 minus 3 sine square theta upon 2. You can consider here cosine theta as a function and derivative of it as minus sine theta. In both the cases, you will get the same answer. Okay. Then 3 sine cube theta upon 3. So that 3 gets cancelled, and this is what we have. So 1 by 3, sine 0 is 0, so each and every, and sine pi by 2 is 1. So this is 1 minus 0. This one will be 1 by 4 minus 0. This one will be minus 3 by 2 minus 0, right? And this one will be plus 1 minus 0. this is the parenthesis. So when you simplify this, 1 minus 1 by 4 minus 3 by 2 plus 1, so you will get the answer as 1 by 12. So that is what the final answer after solving this integration, right?
Ma'am,
It is, yes.
instead of doing all this in that step cos x into 1 minus x whole cube, we if we consider sin x as t, then it will become short.
Yeah, then also it will, the computations will be lesser in that case.
Yes.
You can use it also. See, in the integration, after having the limit, after you obtain the limits to solving the integration, you can apply any of the method which you have studied it in your school level. Either you can consider the transformation, or you can use the reduction formula, or you can have the trigonometric formulas, or whatever, in whichever way. The answer has to be same, right? As per your convenience, you can apply any method to solve such kind of integrations. Okay. So these are the examples while we are given the polar coordinates directly in terms of the integration with limit or without limit. But now the question is, what is the benefit of it? So as I have already told you in the beginning of this topic, that certain integrations, if you consider like this one, these integrations are not easy to solve directly with the Cartesian coordinates. At that time, we need to convert these type of coordinates in terms of the polar one, so that the computations as well as the integration, to solve these integration, it will become the easy task. So now we are going to see what is the procedure if we want to convert the Cartesian coordinates in terms of the polar coordinates, right? So means what will be changed in this dx dy, what will be change, corresponding change in this integration limits, what that we are going to see. So before going to the polar coordinates, if you consider any transformations, any transformation means if you are considering, just wait, yeah. So if you are given any transformation, means you have converted x and y coordinate in terms of the other coordinate system u and v. U and v are any numbers, means x is considered as in terms of u and v function, y is also considered as the function of u and v. In that case, the Jacobian will be considered in terms of the integration. Have you studied the Jacobian?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, in your first semester only you have studied. What is it? Can anybody tell me? Means if I say Jacobian is denoted by this symbol. So if I say this is what the Jacobian of xy coordinate with respect to uv coordinate, what it will be?
Determinant of
x
x upon del u,
del u,
Del x del u, very good.
del y del u, del
In
y
the,
del u,
okay, very good.
del x del v, del y del v.
Yes, that is what the correct one. This is what the determinant, Jacobian is defined as the determinant of x, y partial derivative with respect to u and v row wise. So if you are given any integration in terms of x and y coordinate over the region in which dx dy is corresponds to the order of the integration, in that case, if you have considered the transformation of x and y in terms of u and v, then what will be the change in this integration? So that is described by, it will be integration. Now region is changed, so corresponding limits will be also changed. जैसे आप integration solve करते time अगर x is equal to 2t लेते हो, तो corresponding limits और derivative भी change होता है. Similar to that, now instead of r, the change limit, let us denote it with s, right? In that case, now your function will be in terms of x and y are in terms of u and v, so function will be also changed and it will be in terms of u and v, where this dx dy will be changed as the Jacobian, that is xy corresponds to the changed integral uv into du dv. So this is what the formula while you consider any transformation of Cartesian coordinates to the another one, if they are represented by u and v as another variables, then corresponding to that the function you have to convert it xy in terms of u and v, and dx dy order will be changed by this Jacobian into du dv, right? For example, right now we have considered x is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta. This is what the transformation in terms of polar coordinate we have considered, right? So in this, now u can be considered as one variable r or theta, v can be considered as another variable, means r is the variable I have taken, then v is theta, or vice versa. In this case, any Cartesian double integration, suppose you are given x and y dx dy. In that case, what it will be, तो corresponding region will be changed, means x y के जो भी limits है वो आपको corresponding change करने पड़ेंगे r and theta के terms में, and f of what x we have chosen, so it is r cos theta, r sin theta, which is y, dx dy will be nothing but del x y with del r and theta dr d theta. So what is this Jacobian? So Jacobian will be, if you see, let me solve it over here. Yes, it will be r. So this is del x by del r. Then what it will be? Del y by del r, del x by del theta, and del y by del theta. So this is what, so you can see that r x is partial derivative of
Excuse
x
me,
with
ma'am.
respect to r. Yes.
Ma'am, won't the Jacobian be a little different? Del x by del r, and then it won't be del x by del theta.
Just since you are considering the determinant, it won't make the difference. I have just you have seen the property. If you consider j or j dash, it will remain same because you are considering the different determinant, and determinant of A is same as A transpose. If you are comfortable with it, then I will write it that part.
Yes, ma'am. Got it. Thank you.
Yeah. You are saying, just wait. dy by dr, no? You are habituated to write it in this format. Please tell me. Is it fine now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So here what it will be? Del x by del r means this one will be cos theta. Del y by del r means this one will be sin theta. Del x by del theta means it will be minus r sin theta, and del y by del theta will be r cos theta. So this is r cos square theta plus r sin square theta. So Jacobian will be r in this case. Therefore, while converting this, you will have f of r cos theta, r sin theta into r dr d theta. मीन्स जब भी हम कार्टेशियन कोऑर्डिनेट्स को पोलर कोऑर्डिनेट्स में कन्वर्ट करेंगे, एट दैट टाइम यू हैव टू रिमेंबर दैट dx dy will be changed to r dr d theta. This is what the general formula means. जनरल अगर आपको कोई भी ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन अगर लेना है in your syllabus, this general transformation formula is not there. Means any transformation if you consider, then corresponding change of the integration is given by this one. Change of the double integration order will be given by this one. Right now, since we are dealing with the polar coordinates only, so that's why you remember dx dy will be changed to r dr d theta, right? So that is what the corresponding change while we convert the Cartesian coordinates in terms of the polar coordinate. So let us see this via one example. You have to be very careful in these examples when we are going to take the limits, right? तो limits जो भी है आपके वो लिमिट्स चेंज करते टाइम एक थीटा को कॉन्सेंट्रेट करना पड़ेगा और आर की वैल्यू कहाँ से कहाँ वेरी करेगी ये कॉन्सेंट्रेट करना पड़ेगा. अनदर थिंग यू हैव टू कीप इन माइंड दैट इंटीग्रांड में जो भी x और y है उसको आप रिप्लेस करोगे r cos थीटा से r sin थीटा से रिस्पेक्टिवली, राइट. सो लेट अस सी via one example. So this is what we have done it in the last class, right? So now we are going to consider this one. Evaluate double integration over r x square y square dA. Order is not given. By changing the variables where r is the region lying in the first quadrant and bounded by the hyperbola. Just wait, huh? This is from the previous syllabus example was there. So you can see हम पोलर कोऑर्डिनेट्स वाला ये एग्जांपल करने वाले हैं, बट जो मैं बता रही थी आपको कि u और v अलग आप कोऑर्डिनेट ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन कोई भी लेते हो तो हियर यू कैन सी पूरा उसको चेंज करना है. यहाँ पर पोलर कोऑर्डिनेट्स नहीं है. दिस इज रिप्रेजेंटेड बाय द हाइपरबोलास. These are the hyperbolas and these are the parabolas. So पूरा कार्टेशियन कोऑर्डिनेट्स है उसको कन्वर्ट करके पूरा ये सॉल्व करना है. But the general transformation is not in your syllabus, so this is not there in your syllabus. So I am not going to consider it. We will solve 23. So change the Cartesian integrals varying from 0 to 1 and 0 to 1 minus square root of 1 minus x square. Integrand is given this one. Order is dy dx. into an equivalent polar integral and evaluate the same. Means पहले हमें इसको polar coordinate integral में convert करना है और उसके बाद हमें इसको solve करना है, right? Okay, so let us solve it. So first of all, you have to determine the region. Region क्या दिया है ये पहले determine करो. I am giving you 2-3 minutes to determine the region in the Cartesian coordinates.
Ma'am, region is circle.
Add circle it will be or part of it.
First quadrant part of the circle.
Yes, first
First
quadrant
quadrant of
part
unit
of the circle. Which circle?
Unit circle.
Unit circle centered at?
Origin.
Yes, yes. So I will write it here. 0 to 1, 0 to positive square root of 1 minus x square you are given e raised to minus x square plus y square dy dx. This is what the integral we are given. So you can see that here this is the y variable limits and hence this one has to be of x. The order is also given in that sense. So x is equal to 0 to 1 and y is equal to 0 to positive square root of 1 minus x square. So y is positive square root of 1 minus x square, what it will represent. So by taking both the sides square, so it will be y square is equal to 1 minus x square and hence it will be x square plus y square is equal to 1, which is which represents the circle, unit circle centered at origin. So x is varying from 0 to 1. So if I draw this, so entire case is this one. If I consider the unit circle, so it is this one actually, but x is varying from 0 to 1. This point will be 1 comma 0, this point will be 0 comma 1, this point will be minus 1 comma 0 and this one will be 0 comma minus 1. So this one will be the line x is equal to 1. Y is varying from 0 to positive square root. So y is equal to 0 means it is this line. And 2 positive square root means it will represented by this half circle. But since you are given x is equal to 0 to something, therefore we have to consider only first quadrant of the circle over here, since x is varying from 0 to 1 and y is, see, only this limit is given, then it will represent the upper half circle. because y is equal to positive 0 to positive square root of 1 minus x square. The lower half circle will represent the negative square root of the 1 minus x square. All these things you have already considered before having this semester, but I am just recalling it because we need this kind of concepts in future. So since upper half circle will be considered when y limits are 0 to positive square root and x is equal to 0 to 1 we are given. So intersection of all these quantities will give you the region shaded in the first quadrant. So this is what the region we are given. Now we are going to convert it in terms of the polar coordinate. So for that we have to consider dx r is equal to r cos theta and y is equal to r sin theta. So by changing the variables, what will be dx dy? So as I have told you, it will be changed to r dr d theta, right? So now we have to, when we convert these integrals in terms of polar coordinates, we have to consider the corresponding limits change also. So limits will be, now in this case, हमें लिमिट जो है वो डिटरमाइन करना पड़ेगा r के लिए भी और थीटा के लिए भी. तो since only first quadrant is considered, what will be the corresponding limits of theta? I will consider this strip
0 to pi by 2.
0 to pi by 2. यहाँ से पूरा एंगल स्टार्ट होगा 0 to pi by 2 एंड r की लिमिट है वो कहाँ से कहाँ वेरी करेगी?
0.
0 to 1. r is always positive because it is a radius. So it will start from 0 to, आप हर एक जगह पे यहाँ ये जो पूरा रीजन है फर्स्ट क्वाड्रेंट में, अगर स्ट्रिप मैंने यहाँ पर ले लिया तो इट विल मूव फ्रॉम दिस पॉइंट टू दिस पॉइंट, दिस पॉइंट टू दिस पॉइंट. Each and every point, since we are given a circle, so it will vary from 0 to 1. अगर ये circle नहीं होता तो corresponding radius भी change हो जाती, right? This you have to keep in mind. But since we are given circle, circle means class of all points whose distance from the origin is r. तो origin से ये सभी points का distance r ही रहेगा, which is 1 over here. तो limits of r will be 0 to 1. Whereas limits of theta will be 0 to pi by 2, right? So let us now convert it. So therefore, double integration over r, limits are already given, but that limit I will write it as in terms of the polar coordinate only. Dx dy is equal to, first I will write down the limits of theta, which is 0 to pi by 2 over here. Then limits of r, that is 0 to 1 as I have discussed. E raised to minus, function has to be converted in terms of r cos theta, r sin theta. So here function is exponential function and x square plus y square will be what? When I consider this transformation, so x square will be r cos square theta, y square will be r square sin square theta. So x square plus y square is nothing but r square. And dx dy will be r dr d theta, right? So now we have to solve this integral. So solve it and tell me what answer you will get. अच्छा, ये ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन में सबको समझ में आया ना? कहीं पर किसी को भी डाउट है कोई? प्लीज रेज योर हैंड इफ यू हैव एनी डाउट. Heath, do you have a doubt? 77 number.
No, ma'am.
Okay. इसको सॉल्व करने के लिए you have to consider r square is equal to t or something like another variable, so that 2r dr will be dt, and then you can have the answer. Let me tell this as I. So let r square is equal to t implies 2r dr will be dt. R is equal to, when r is tending to 0, t will be also tending to 0, and r is tending to 1, so t will be also tending to 1. So therefore I is equal to, integration limit theta will remain same, but now this will be in terms of t, which is 0 to 1, e raised to minus t r dr is dt by 2. So 1 by 2 I will consider common. So this integration is nothing but e raised to minus t का integration होता है this one, right? Oh, sorry, here I must write d theta. So this is minus 1 by 2, 0 to pi by 2, e raised to minus 1, minus e raised to 0, so 1, d theta, integration d theta varying from 0 to pi by 2. So I can write this answer as 1 minus e inverse by 2 into integration will be pi by 2 minus 0. Integration will be theta and it will varying from 0 to pi by 2. So final answer will be pi by 2. So this is what 1 minus e inverse pi upon 4. So this is what the final answer you will have. सो इंटीग्रेशन कार्टेशियन कोऑर्डिनेट्स जब भी आपको दिए हुए हैं तो उसको पोलर कोऑर्डिनेट्स में कैसे कन्वर्ट करना है, हाउ टू डिटरमाइन द लिमिट्स, ऑल दीज थिंग्स आर क्लियर टू यू और नॉट? प्लीज रेज योर हैंड. वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड. 24 number example in which the first one is A. Let us solve it because it will be very easy. So first of all, determine the region and then what will be the corresponding limits change in terms of r and theta, that also you tell me quickly because it is similar to the previous case. What is the region in this case?
Semicircle.
Semicircle. In which region?
Above x-axis.
Above x-axis. Entire
Center 0, 0 and radius 1.
Radius 1. Okay, let us see. 0 to 1, then it is 0 to positive square root of 1 minus y square, x square plus y square dx dy. This is what you are given. These are the limits of x, these are the limit of y. So y is equal to 0 to 1 we are here we are given over here, and x is equal to 0 to positive square root of 1 minus y square, that is x square is equal to 1 minus y square implies x square plus y square is equal to 1, which represent the circle centered at origin with radius 1. So it will be this entire circle, but I will not draw. Let me consider. So this is the entire unit circle centered at origin. Another thing we are given, x is varying from 0 to, means x is positive. So x is positive means it will represent this half circle which is on the right hand side of the y-axis. X is positive now, 0 to square root of 1 minus l. So this is half circle you are having. But now y is varying from 0 to 1. This point will be 0 comma 1. This point will be 1 comma 0. This one is minus 1 comma 0 and this one will be 0 comma minus 1. So y is varying from 0 to 1. X is varying from this 0 to this curve, that is square root of positive square root of 1 minus x square. So intersection of it will be which region? पूरे रीजन का इंटरसेक्शन क्या होगा? Am I audible to you?
Yes.
Okay. Let me, this is the line y is equal to 1. This is the line y is equal to 0. x is equal to पॉजिटिव जो भी हमें स्क्वायर रूट दिया है, तो ये रिप्रेजेंट ये हाफ सर्कल करेगा या नहीं? टेल मी, सेमी सर्कल करेगा या नहीं? हाँ या ना? and x is negative square root means it will represent the opposite direction semicircle. Similarly, y is positive, so it will represent 0 to अगर positive square root of 1 minus x square दिया है तो ये upper half circle होगा. y negative value अगर लेता है 0 to negative value तो it will be lower half circle. So these are 4 cases in which you are given the first case over here as x is varying from 0 to square root of 1 minus y square. So it will represent the right half circle on the positive x-axis, in which y values are varying from 0 to 1 means it is varying from this one. So region will be in this case the first quadrant once again. And therefore limits of theta will be varying from 0 to pi by 2. R value will vary from 0 to 1. Is this point clear to everyone? Quickly raise your hand. आप रिस्पॉन्ड नहीं कर रहे हो तो मुझे लगा कि आप लोगों को समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. Okay, so now we can solve it easily, right? You can write from the figure. We can see that if x is equal to r cos theta and r is equal to, sorry, y is equal to r sin theta, then r is varying from 0 to 1 and theta is varying from 0 to pi by 2. So therefore double integration, we are given x square plus y square dx dy over region R. I will just write it in the figure also. R I have already written. So that is same as 0 to pi by 2. R is varying from 0 to 1. X square plus y square, whenever we polar coordinate consider, this one will be nothing but r square. Dx dy will be r dr d theta. So this is same as 0 to pi by 2. This is r cube. It's r cube, so its integration is nothing but r raised to 4 upon 4, 0 to 1 d theta. So its answer will be 1 by 4 into d theta. So integration is theta varying from pi by 2 to 0 to pi by 2. So its answer will be pi by 2. So final answer will be pi upon 8. Right? So this is what the examples. More examples we'll consider on this transformation of Cartesian coordinates in later class. Okay, so now if you don't have a doubt, you can leave this meeting. Bye, take care.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.